One form of baseload energy that is dependable, safe, and emits no greenhouse gases is nuclear power. Nuclear power does not emit greenhouse gases because it does not burn its fuel like coal or a natural gas plant does. Instead, it splits uranium atoms in a process called fission. This generates a lot of heat, which can be used to turn water into steam, which spins a generator, creating electricity. Compared to other forms of baseload energy, such as coal or natural gas, nuclear fuel is very energy dense. In other words, it has a lot of energy stored within it. Nuclear fuel is made up of hard ceramic pellets, which are encased within fuel rods. The fuel rods are then put into a fuel assembly and loaded into a nuclear reactor. Just one nuclear fuel pellet, about the size of a pencil eraser, has as much energy as nearly 1 ton of coal, 17,000 cubic feet of natural gas, or 3 barrels of oil. 5 of these uranium pellets can power a household's electricity needs for a whole year.
Uranium is very densely packed. The uranium atom, like all atoms, is made up of a nucleus which contains protons and neutrons. Surrounding the nucleus are electrons. The neutron hits the uranium atom and gets absorbed. The atom now has too many neutrons, and the nucleus splits into 2 new elements, usually barium and krypton. As the uranium atom splits, it releases 2 or 3 more of the neutrons, which go on to hit other uranium atoms. Those atoms split, and the neutrons hit other atoms again. As all of these atoms split, they release the energy stored within the nucleus, mainly as heat. As this process continues, this becomes a self-sustaining chain reaction.
As the water passes around the hot fuel rods, it heats up. The water going through the fuel assemblies is kept to a very high pressure. This prevents the water in the cooling loop from boiling, even though it's at over 500 degrees Fahrenheit. This heat is transferred from the cooling loop to a steam generator, which has its own water supply that gets turned into steam. That steam then exits the steam generator and turns the turbine and generator.
Nuclear power is the best way to provide electricity. It's safe, it's always on. It doesn't matter if it's raining or snowing, if it's day or night. We keep running when other plants cannot do so.
Our fuel is so dense, we only have to shut down every 18 to 24 months to refuel. Nuclear is clean. It has no carbon or other harmful emissions.
The used fuel from a nuclear plant is tightly regulated, and it still has a plethora of unused energy. It can be reprocessed into new fuel to generate even more electricity in the future. Nuclear doesn't require a constant supply of fuel and doesn't require thousands of acres of land to produce large output. Renewable sources of generation can't fix climate change on their own. They need another clean source of power when they can't generate, and that's where we come in.
Nuclear, safe,
clean,
reliable.